Okay, so we're going to get straight into it. Hello, everyone. I'm Elton Williamson. For this final video presentation, I wanted to start by sharing my decision making process. I had a really hard time choosing which direction to take this because the Beatles are an ideal for me and definitely one of my favorites from the British invasion. However, when it came down to the wire, Judas Priest is the band that actually won it for me. Their energy, their drive, and the way they defined the heavy metal sound made them the clear choice for this project. And course, I'm doing a video, baby. Excuse me, sorry about that. Running out of battery, so I'm gonna go straight into it. Um, Especially with Iommi being the inventor of the heavy metal riff. Okay, so but let me get back to really my thing. It has my music. I have some background. Really gonna have a background set to kick this off as I finish and go deeper into my presentation. So Judas Priest represents a specific kind of perseverance coming out of the industrial heart of the UK. They were diamonds in the rough. Uh, okay, so with that kind of background, and they were destined to shine despite the economic distress and political indifference surrounding them. Their drive was fueled by the working class environment, which gave their music a sharp metallic edge. They took the blueprint of heavy metal music and pushed it further, showing the world that they were willing to step up to the plate and take the genre to a whole new level. When we talk about the kind of career evolution, it is just when we talk about that kind of career evolution, it is just spectacular as the magnitude of like I'm a musician, so I do a lot of comparisons. What Phil Collins achieved, seeing him move from the drums to the front stage as a superstar vocalist, was incredible. His debut song, "I Can Feel It in the Air," was a such fitting and coincidental reflection of his success. In that same way, the music, I have no rights. I don't own them. That's getting ready to play in the background. But this song right here, in the same rights, seeing him move from the drums to the front stage is like Judas Priest and their design and their destined greatness. They were just playing music. They weren't just playing music. They were reflecting the reality and their ambition to something more. A perfect example of their style and influence in this classic track, "Breaking the Law," it captured that feeling. But an even heavier one, which is one of my favorites, "Iron Man," speaks for their resilience. It captured the feeling of a frustration and struggle against the system that so many people in their position felt, which is a perfect example of their style and influence in their track, "Breaking the Law." It captured that feeling of frustration and struggle, but also Rob Hartfield's incredible vocal range and the band's signature twin guitar attack. Those are a couple cuts that they created a sound that was just as heavy as the steel mills that they grew up near. Just the same with Iommi and his one of a kind sound because of an accident at a steel mill. When he lost his two fingers and he created his own lane for this genre. He created his own lane for the genre, and by him having to persevere through the accident of losing his finger, he made us and the loosened strings on the guitar to make his playing easier, made his lane and their lane in the genre that they proved that enough pressure, you don't just break, you become a diamond. In conclusion, Judas Priest won my decision because they embody the spirit of perseverance and the power of British metal. Thank you.